I want to take a moment. I want to show you how to use this two-column section. We have it here, we have it here. And I want to show you how to set it up and a couple things you can do with it. So what we're going to do is we're going to add it new to our page. And let me just move it down to here. Let's move it down one more. Okay. And then we're going to edit this section. Let's say we want to add a photo on the left side. I'm just going to clear out this text by selecting it and deleting it. And then we're going to go to our file image manager, and I could drag and drop one in here if I wanted to upload, but we're just going to use something that's in here now. And I'll just use this one just as an example and click insert image. This point I can play with the size a little bit. I can also get in here and play with the size a bit. And alignment, I'm going to go ahead and right align this one and save it. Now we see how it looks like this. And then down here, over here we can edit our text. This text defaults to kind of a light gray, but if you want it darker, we can just go ahead and add that. We'll say a title section here. And I'm going to recommend H3 bold for this. You could try something else, but now we have our header there. Couple things you can do with this section. There's a lot of power to it. We can add a background across the entire item. And this isn't going to look great because I'm just going to pick a background that, well, it won't look bad either. I was thinking I'd find something else. So we're going to put this little background in here. I highly recommend center here and center here. This one, top bottom, you can play with a little bit more depending on how you want how you want it to be set in the page. So you see it scrolling back there. This image, like I said, isn't necessarily the best image for the background for here, but I want to show you what's possible and what's really neat about the columns, and all the columns have this. They have a couple extra things. You can go to the right box here, and we could set a white background with an opacity of 70%. And check out what that does. So it just adds it on the right side to make the text really readable. And the other thing we can do with these, if we want to, is we can change the box size. Now it's going to say 1:1. It's really 6:6. That's something that we're working on, so it's always saying 6:6 because that's what it is until you change it. But we could change this. If we want the right box to be bigger, we can do that. And you'll see what happens. Moves it over. That way we can change this and these columns where we can make the box size on the left side bigger, or we can make it much smaller. So lots of options here. I'm not recommending that look, but for this, but it could work for other things. And actually, it's not really not that bad. So you can get an idea. There's a lot you can do with this. I could add a background transparency like this one over on the left box as well if I wanted to, by just going over to the left box, setting an opacity. Hope that helps you get with some ideas on how you can use the two-column section.